Today, I will share with you. I will share with you the Columbine High School Massacre of 1999 by Avisha. In 1999, Columbine High School was the center of a mass school shooting, leading to a national effort to not only appeal American gun laws, but ultimately led to more mass shootings in schools and to less reform. Mass shootings, what are they? Let's talk about what they are. There's no real definition of a mass shooting. It can be caused by many things. Many people have thoughts of how they happen. My definition of a mass shooting is someone who comes in with a gun and shoots at about 10 people, 20, maybe 10, and just shoots up an entire building or a group of people with no intended cause. Maybe he has an intended cause, but just goes in and shoots everybody up. And a lot of people say this is normal nowadays, which is very true. And Columbine became the first school to ever have a mass shooting. After that, it just became another normal thing for Americans. 1999 on April 20th, 1999, Eric Harris and Dylan Keybold opened fire on their classmates. 13 died from the bullets. A teacher bled out and died. Patrick Ireland, that boy you see right here on that windowsill, he threw himself from that windowsill just to get out of the chaos. He later did survive. The weapons were used, which was a high point rifle, a double barrel shotgun, another rifle, and a pistol. Two of these weapons were used by Eric, two of them by Dylan. At 12:08 p.m., both gunmen shot themselves because they knew they were not going to be able to survive. There are also unknown weapons like knives, and the one most people know are the bombs. They put those bombs in the cafeteria, waiting for them to blow up, and even throughout this space right here, but they did not detonate. SWAT officers arrived at 11:12 a.m. Most teachers hid underneath and called police, and from there on out, 13 people died. This graph here shows you the gun violence on not just kids, but also what happens in other mass shootings. The worst mass shooting in a school that ever happened was in Virginia Tech. Most people remember that, 2007. Even the most famous, Newtown, worse than that. 7 6-year-olds died in Newtown in 2012. And then San Bernardino, California, Charleston with the white supremacist that comes in, Orlando, and one not on this list is the most recent of them all, which was the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas high school shooting in Parkland, Florida. We were all freshmen when that happened. This graph should be updated, but it's not. But I will update it for you. The aftermath of it were the families were notified. This man right here, Isaiah Schulz, his dad went on to the Today Show, and Dylan Scott, one of the her brother, went on to the Today Show and told Schulz's dad how he died. And before he died, the gunman said the N-word to him and then shot him. This was classified back then as the worst mass shooting in U.S. history at the time. There were Columbine t-shirts named "We Are Columbine," and that they survived. The ones who made it out survived a horrible tragedy. The short-term effect were schools were changed how they look. They were, as we see today, police. There were tactical changes of how officers came into a situation. Obviously, gun control measures called the Federal Assault Weapons Ban 2000 passed the Senate, but it did not pass the House. Long-term effect with more mass shootings and then more mass shootings in our schools. It somehow became normal that schools and other places being shot up. That seemed normal to us, but it's not. It's not normal to see kids and teenagers who are being shot up wherever they go, even the safest place that they told us. Safest place. This is a new town where all the 6 and 7-year-olds and their teachers were shot up and killed. And then in Parkland, 17, 18-year-old seniors graduating didn't get that chance to walk down the aisle or have a prom. The future impacts of a school shooting. Obviously, people say we need more school reform. We need more reform when it comes to schooling, and then we need reform when it comes to guns. We need more background checks, more legislative background checks to have criminals like Eric and Dylan not to have them. And we need no legislation. Those are just the future impacts of what happened. This legislation could never get done. So that is why I need you to vote when there is something like this. I need you to say something when there is something to be said. And I need you to make sure that people around you have good mental health. Because Eric and Dylan did not have that mental health. They did not have the mental help, or they did not have the mental health. And without the mental health, they were able to shoot down their classmates.